What if I told you that most of what you own is actually owning you? You think you need a bigger house, more clothes, the latest gadgets. But deep down, does any of that really make you happier? The Romani people, often known as Gypsies, have been living proof that you don't need a lot to live well. For centuries, they've traveled light, owned little, and lived freely. No clutter, no hoarding, no unnecessary stress. So why do we keep filling our homes with stuff we don't need? And more importantly, how can we escape this cycle and live a happier, more intentional life without feeling deprived? Today, we're breaking down Romani minimalism, how they mastered the art of living simply, and how you can use these powerful habits to bring more freedom, peace, and financial security into your own life. Let's get into it. Section 1. Why Romani people never hoard. Why don't Romani people hoard stuff like the rest of us? Simple. Because they never had the space for it. For centuries, Romani people lived a nomadic lifestyle, traveling in caravans, vardos, those beautiful wooden wagons, and tents. Imagine living in a tiny space where every single item had to serve a purpose. There was no room for just-in-case junk or impulsive shopping sprees. If it wasn't useful right now, it wasn't coming along. But here's the kicker. Even when some Romani people settled down in houses, they still didn't hoard. Why? Because hoarding goes beyond just space. It's a mindset. Romani people believe that owning too much weighs you down. It makes you less flexible, less free, and more stressed. Think about it. The more you own, the more you have to clean, the more you have to organize, the more you have to worry about, and the harder it is to just pick up and go. For the Romani, freedom is everything. And when you're drowning in stuff, you're not free. Section 2. How hoarding ruins your life. Without you even realizing. All right, let's be real. Most people don't think they're hoarders. You might be thinking, I don't hoard, I just like having options. But here's the thing. Hoarding isn't just extreme cases of people with floor-to-ceiling piles of junk. It's also that drawer full of tangled-up chargers and random knickknacks. That closet stuffed with clothes you haven't worn in years. That garage filled with things you swear you'll use someday. And here's why that's a problem. 1. It's draining your money. The more stuff you buy, the more you spend. And most of it, you don't even need. In fact, the average American home has over 300,000 items. And yet, most people only use about 20% of what they own. That's 80% of your money sitting there, collecting dust. 2. It's stealing your time. Think about all the time you waste cleaning things, organizing things, looking for things you lost, shopping for more things. The Romani people? They don't have this problem. Less stuff equals less time wasted. 3. It's stressing you out. Studies show that clutter increases stress, anxiety, and even depression. That's because when your space is cluttered, your mind feels cluttered too. And yet, society tells us that more is better. Bigger houses, bigger closets, bigger everything. But guess what? Romani people don't fall for this trap. Instead of chasing more, they focus on what actually matters: experiences, relationships, and freedom. Section 3. How to apply Romani minimalism in your own life. All right, so we know why Romani people don't hoard. Now, let's talk about how you can apply their mindset to your own life. You don't have to live in a caravan or give up everything, but you can start making small changes today that will give you more freedom, more peace, and more money in your pocket. 1. Follow the one-bag rule. The Romani people traveled light, And a great way to adopt their mindset is to ask yourself, if I had to pack just one bag for a year, what would I take? That's the stuff that actually matters. Everything else? Extra. Now, I'm not saying you should throw everything away tomorrow, but next time you buy something, ask yourself, will I actually use this? Or is it just adding more weight to my life? 2. Embrace multi-purpose items. Romani people were masters of efficiency. They didn't own 10 gadgets for 10 different tasks. One item had to serve multiple purposes. For example, a pot wasn't just for cooking. It could also be used to carry water or even store food. A blanket wasn't just for warmth. It could also be a curtain, a rug, or even clothing. This is a game changer. Next time you're shopping, look for items that do more than one thing. 3. Use the one in, one out rule. Romani people didn't keep extras. If they got something new, something else had to go. Try this. Every time you buy something, get rid of something else. New shirt? Donate an old one. New gadget? Sell one you never use. This keeps your space balanced and stops clutter before it even starts. 4. Value experiences over things. At the end of the day, the Romani people knew that memories matter more than material things. Instead of spending money on random junk, spend it on checkmark travel, learning new skills, time with loved ones. Because when you look back on life, you won't remember the things you bought. You'll remember the experiences you had. So, here's the truth. Minimalism isn't about having nothing. It's about making space for what really matters. And that's exactly what the Romani people have been doing for centuries. They don't hoard. They don't chase more. They live simply, freely, and intentionally. So maybe, just maybe, they've had the right idea all along. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you could get rid of today? Which of these tips are you going to try? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more tips on living smarter, wasting less, and finding more meaning in life, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.